The participation of women in the world of organized crime in Mexico has been a topic of growing interest in recent years. While previously the most representative leaders of the cartels monopolized the headlines of the newspapers and the attention of the authorities, currently, the first ladies of the drug lords have also begun to take center stage in the criminal scene. In this article, we will explore the life of Adriana Meza Torres, who was the wife of Ovidio Guzmán López, also known as El Raton, and the first son of Joaquín El Chapo Guzmán, to be extradited to the United States. Adriana Meza Torres is a clear example of how women have acquired an increasingly relevant role in the world of organized crime in Mexico. As male leaders are apprehended or eliminated, the wives and romantic partners of drug traffickers take on a crucial role in managing the illicit businesses. In Adriana's case, she is considered the brain behind Ovidio Guzmán's organization, which puts her in a delicate position from a legal point of view. The recent news about the release of Emma Coronel, the wife of Chapo Guzmán, highlights the importance of these women in the world of organized crime. It has been speculated that Emma Coronel may have reached agreements with authorities to obtain her release in exchange for providing valuable information about her husband's organization. This pattern is repeated in many cases, as women, by sharing daily life with their partners, often know crucial details of criminal operations and can ultimately be a valuable source for intelligence agencies. In the case of Adriana Meza Torres, her life and her participation in the world of drug trafficking are intricately related to her husband, Ovidio Guzmán López, known as El Raton. Ovidio is one of Chapo Guzmán's sons and is currently facing trial in the United States for several crimes related to drug trafficking. While her criminal history is widely known, little is known about Adriana's personal life and her behind-the-scenes role in Ovidio's organization. Adriana Meza Torres comes from a modest background in Tamazula, Durango, a small town in Mexico. Her life would change radically when she moved to Culiacán, where she would meet Ovidio Guzmán, the man who would become the father of her children. Despite the complications that arose due to Ovid's criminal activities, their relationship endured over the years. Adriana's life is an example of how women often influence their partners in the world of organized crime. According to some sources, Adriana had an authoritarian role in the relationship, suggesting that she was involved in the operations of Ovidio's criminal organization. This influence makes her a key figure in the hierarchical structure of the Sinaloa cartel. In addition to her role in the criminal organization, Adriana also stood out in social life. She appeared at events and meetings of the Culiacán mafia elite, and her relationship with Ovidio gave her access to a luxurious lifestyle. Social media also revealed some of the comforts she enjoyed, making her popular with some followers who called her patroness in reference to her status as the wife of a Guzmán. However, Adriana's story is also marked by tragedy. He comes from a family that has been involved in drug trafficking and has lost close family members due to this activity. His father, Raúl Meza Torres, also known as LM6, became an important member of Chapo Guzmán's organization, and his brother, Raúl Meza Torres Jr., joined the cartel as a hitman seeking to avenge the death his father's. Both his father and brother lost their lives in the world of organized crime. Currently, Adriana Meza Torres' legal situation is complicated. With Ovidio Guzmán facing trial in the United States, she is under scrutiny by authorities who have opened investigations into her properties and her possible involvement in illegal activities linked to drug trafficking. He has been charged with crimes such as illicit enrichment, money laundering, and others related to organized crime. Adriana has tried to defend herself by arguing that her income comes from agriculture and the productivity of some lands, but the evidence suggests a closer relationship with her husband's illicit activities. If she cannot resolve her legal problems in Mexico, Adriana may be extradited to the United States, where she would face similar charges as her husband. Like Emma Coronel, she may be forced to collaborate with U.S. authorities for legal benefits, which could reveal valuable information about the structure and operations of the Sinaloa cartel. The story of Adriana Meza Torres is also marked by the influence of her family in the world of organized crime. Her father, Raul Meza Torres, nicknamed LM6, became an influential member of Chapo Guzmán's organization, suggesting that Adriana was destined to have connections in the underworld from an early age. The death of her father and brother Raul Meza Torres Jr., known as El Mini 6, in circumstances linked to drug trafficking, left her without the company of loved ones and pushed her even further into the networks of the criminal organization. Adriana Meza's influence was not limited only to the management of assets and finances in Ovidio Guzmán's organization. He's also rumored to have played a crucial role in digital asset management, including handling cryptocurrencies and bitcoins acquired by the cartel for money laundering. This financial sophistication is an example of how women within organized crime have evolved, assuming strategic roles that are not limited to the domestic sphere. The life of Adriana Meza Torres, from her modest origins in a small town in Durango to her central role in the world of organized crime, is a reflection of the complexity of this dark underworld. The influence of women in Mexican drug trafficking is a constantly evolving phenomenon, and Adriana is an example of how wives and romantic partners have become key figures in the administration and operation of cartels. As her legal situation becomes more complicated and she faces scrutiny from authorities, Adriana Meza Torres' future becomes even more uncertain, and her story continues to be an intriguing piece in the puzzle of organized crime in Mexico. In conclusion, the story of Adriana Meza Torres is an example of how women have acquired an important role in the world of organized crime in Mexico. As male leaders are captured or eliminated, wives and romantic partners often take on a key role in running the illicit businesses. Adriana's life is marked by the influence she had on Ovidio Guzmán and her participation in the criminal organization. However, his current legal situation is complicated, and he could face serious legal consequences in the future. Adriana Meza Torres' story highlights the complexity and evolution of the world of organized crime in Mexico, where women play an increasingly prominent role. If you found the video interesting and you love the world of drug trafficking, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.